All right, week 19 in San Jose, California, like I predicted. Sonya Deville. Hey there again, McMahon. I've been watching the progress of Raw this season. It's been going pretty good, I think. Personally, I can't understand why anybody would watch Raw over SmackDown. No accounting for taste, I guess. Anyway, I expect to be at the top of the podium by the end of the season. Best of luck. I doubt it, but all right, just talk the talk. Flint McStone says, I appreciate the title shot. It's good to know I've got a boss that keeps their word. I wasn't able to take home the gold. Either way, just wanted to let you know I appreciate that you even gave me the opportunity at all. Great working with you, boss. You got it. Your morale is happy now. JC Jane. That loser Shotzi, my former friend, attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with her within the next 3 weeks. Yeah, sure. You mess with Jane, you pay the price. Small increase to Jane's morale. Great. Okay, Falls Count Anywhere match this week for Injury Rehab 3. Don't care. I do need to do Mansoor LA Knight this week. I might do submission, I believe. I do have a bunch of a bunch of contacts coming up next week, huh? We might use some of this crew booking and logistics booking to save ourselves some money, huh? Superstar training, I think I already have like half a dozen of those. Yeah, I've got 8 of them, so I don't need to buy another. There's not a lot of superstars that are left to be trained anyway. This last man standing match card I might be interested in, because I only have... Oh, I have 2 of them, so whatever. I don't need to spend money this week. Which is good, again, because my contracts are going to be super expensive. Okay. We'll do our checks here. We'll do morale check. It's just Carmella again. Oh, it's just Carmella, actually, at this point. So, and we'll do a stamina check. Everybody's staminas are good. Yeah, we're all good. What about popularity? We got 5 at 100, all in the women's division. McStone's... Yeah, we'll figure out with the men. Unfortunately, Mansoor did not drop below 60, so I can't use To the Moon on him. But that's fine. In fact, LA Knight and Mansoor might open the show, actually. I don't know if they are a main event match here. But good thing is Mansoor does have a good enough amount of stamina that I should still be able to run him in the tag team title feud at Extreme Rules. I want to get this off. I want this to be a submission match because I want Mansoor to feud with Flint McStones. Or Mansoor is either going to feud with Flint McStones or someone else. I don't want to spoil my booking. It kind of all depends what happens in a different match. Fix my hair. This is what happens when my bangs get too long, is they just sort of start to part in weird spots. Okay. Submission match. How are our... I also want to blow off the tag team. So I don't want to, like... I think if I just put JC and Shotzi in just like a regular match, JC's stamina should still be fine. So I think I'm just going to do that for now. It's not going to be the main event. I'd like to do... maybe I do... How's Indy's stamina? Is at 49, so she's fine. I could probably put them in a triple threat, or a fatal four-way. Or just kind of leave them and have them rest. I'd like to put... I gotta have Carmella in the match, huh? Who's got stamina to spare? Stones. I think that's it. That's all the stamina I have to spare. So, triple threat. Just an exhibition match. I'll put that in the middle of the card somewhere. Book that yet. I haven't even done any promos, but you know, let's see here. Cross. I'm now fighting like my creative narrative versus what works best for the show. Does this work better as a tag team match? Match if they both compete this week. They should be fine. Mansoor will be fine. Cena will be fine. AJ and Veer will be fine. Yeah, everybody will be fine, I think. Just take it easy. I might put something on this match. Yeah, weird card, but we're building stuff. Yeah, I think that's better. So 3 for that, and okay, we're good on all of that. Curious about free agents. Yeah, Karen Compactor actually got released. So former world champion, now not even employed. But I just don't have room on the roster for her. Not a former star, so Ziggler was, but he would be coming in with. He'd come in and shake me down for 100K right off the bat, even though I do potentially have room for another men's star on the roster. But yeah, no, I think this is fine. This will just be a little exhibition heading into. Although, yeah, Cena, McStones, the crowd's going to be like, "What? Why are they fighting again? Didn't they just, McStones put Cena to bed?" Yeah. But potential for Orikawa to get a win here. I think I'd like that. And this one, we're just continuing to elevate Shotzi. Mansoor, our lowest popularity star, I believe. Yeah, slightly lower than Cinnamon Garrett. I could use Beginner's Luck on him. Or whatever that card's called. Yeah. Which would then get him up to 77, which would be getting up there with LA Knight. I might do that, actually. It's again, if you got the cards, you use them. And I have 145 cards. Yeah. That one actually boosted by 15 instead of the weird time where somebody got boosted by like 18 or 19. Okay. That makes that match all the more better because it moves him also from a 3-star star to a 5-star star. Okay. We end that feud. We continue this feud. We build this feud, hopefully. Maybe give JC and Indy a win heading into the live event. This is just an exhibition to put people on the card. We have mostly self promos because I don't think there's any like call outs I need to do. Yeah, we'll rest this stuff. I don't need to build. I'm letting Wendy Chu, Aaliyah run to the main event or to the WrestleMania. Everything else I think is good. Valhalla's gonna drop like a rock. Ella's gonna drop, but Ella's just gonna cut promos anyway next week. So, Ella might call out Nikkita or something. And Vicki, yeah. So I might actually have Carrie not cut a promo and have her popularity drop with Valhalla, which would mean the better option of somebody to cut a promo would be Adore. Yeah, I think this is good. Karen Cross is down. He's not a green happy face anymore. Oh well. Hopefully Carmella picks up a win here in the main event. That can only help her. Do I do something to like save some money here? I have a bunch of these free crew bookings. I may as well just use one of those. Only saves me 25k, but at this point, maybe like everything helps given how many contracts. Do I use maybe some of these contract negotiations? Like I have 13 of them. To just like put off one of these like renewals for a bit. I mean, both Adore and Rush are going to be expensive, so maybe I do that actually. Yeah. Put those off. That's fine. Alright, that saves me a bunch of money. And we'll just use free crew booking also, because again, we have 7 of them, and it doesn't really save us like that much money, but again, every little bit helps. Especially because we can't run the big stadium this week, so, or the big open stadium. So I think this is good. I think we're building in the right direction. I think we've got everything set the way I want. Yeah. San Jose. Card order is correct. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not missing a promise. That might actually be something that I... Well, no, I think the only one that was Mansoor Knight. Okay. Welcome, San Jose, California, to Monday Night Raw on the road of 10 million fans and on the road to Extreme Rules happening in your state in LA next week. We got a big main event for you, but we've got a few matches before then. Mansoor and LA Knight have kind of gone back and forth at each other. LA Knight's been calling Mansoor lazy. Mansoor has been calling LA Knight stupid, essentially, for not, like, you know, he's thinking with his body rather than thinking with his brain. And so a submission match kind of tests both. You have to be smart. You have to know your submission holds. You have to know how to escape them. But you also have the strength. You have to have the strength to be able to put them on. And so we're going to have a submission match to end this feud, especially because Mansoor's got other things on his mind. He's got the tag title match at Extreme Rules, and he also wants to buy the company. So let's take a look at this match.
1, 2, that's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Mansoor picks up a win. 4-star amazing match to kick off the show, ending their rivalry. Mansoor defeats Knight to end their rivalry. 4-star match. That's how you draw a straw. Great job. Big win for the heel to start off the show. Building some momentum into the live event. Aaliyah last week was put down by Wendy Chu. And so she comes out and she is, she is very confused about Wendy's dreamscape and kind of what has been happening with it and around it. She doesn't need any special productions. As we saw, earlier in the season, Aaliyah was able to, get support on her own without any fancy tricks or anything. Just her, fighting in the ring, fighting for the title, and getting the crowd support. And they're like, yeah, the crowd in San Jose agrees that that's good. So, yeah, we'll be seeing more of her in the coming month. A little exhibition to build momentum for this upcoming live event. John Cena and Flint McStones just went to war just a couple weeks ago. A few weeks ago, actually, with McStones defeating Cena. So there's still no love lost there. But Rich Orikawa, he was not involved in the decision. Matador perhaps pinned Veer Mahan to win the title. And so he wants another shot at he wants to put things down with Matador. He wants a shot at the title. He needs to build momentum for that. And so we'll have a little exhibition here. And this is that.
1, 2, it's over.
Flint McStones picks up another win. It's okay, but it just is what it is. Again, just gets people on the card, gets them some popularity. McStones defeats Cena and Orikawa. Obviously, McStones pinning Cena, so Orikawa maybe still a good showing. 2.5 star match. Matador, your new United States champion. He comes out, wearing the belt. It looks amazing on him. And he says, Orikawa, Rich, you couldn't even pick up a win with two people, sneaking a win. What makes you think you can possibly sneak past me? I've got the eyes of a bullfighter. I see everything. I welcome it in, and I counter it. And as your United States champion, I will stay United States champion at LA at Extreme Rules. And that's good. More tag team shenanigans, I suppose. JC is super upset at Shotzi for interfering and just, they used to have something together, and JC couldn't help that Shotzi had the contract issue, couldn't be signed, and Shotzi says, excuses. Why don't you get your partner out here, and I'll beat both of you down. You won't even be able to show up at Extreme Rules and defend your title. And JC and Indy, they're preparing for a tag match, and Shotzi enters into the Raw Executive Leadership Team office to find herself a partner. And she does indeed. Her partner is Nikkita Lyons, the Women's World Champion. And so we have a tag team match here. And the precocious Cinnamon Garrett, not to be outdone, she does attack Nikkita during the match, leaving Shotzi in a 2-on-1 situation. And let's see how this works itself out. Well, Shotzi still manages to pick up a win, and it does not elevate the Cinnamon Garrett and Nikkita Lyons feud, but whatever. It was level 3. It's as good as it needed to be. So Shotzi and Lyons with a run-in from Garrett. Yeah, Shotzi manages to defeat the tag team champions. So not good momentum for the tag team champs. Are they going to be able to turn it around? Jane Hartwell. I think, JC and Indy have lost 3 matches in a row now to all different teams. In a 3-star match. Karrion Kross, he's on the mic again, and he, this so-called defending champion is not even here in San Jose, and yet Karrion Kross is here. So you don't have to be a fighting champion to show up to work and get the job done. And the people of San Jose respect that. So it's an excellent promo. And in your main event, a preview for Extreme Rules, we've got Carmella and Dana Brooke. They have been at it with each other. Carmella has been exposing the, underbelly of Monday Night Raw. Dana Brooke has been trying to thrive in this environment. And so they are going to, preview the Extreme Rules live event here by having an Extreme Rules match. Let's see if Carmella, finally having a one-on-one match with Dana, can pick up a win and maybe get some morale boost.
2, ring it.
She does, thank goodness. It grows to level 4. It's a 4.5-star match. About as good as salvages the show, to be honest. Carmella defeats Brooke. You know, you can't say, like, yeah, if my mid-cards are lousy, you can't say the rest of the show is. In a 4.5-star match. No call-outs. Probably the first show I've done in forever that didn't have any call-outs on it. All right. X-Pac and Trick Williams for the world title in the opener. Trick Williams retains. Grows their feud. Chuck McWagon is trying his best. Tiffany and Raquel with Nikki ASH running in. Nikki Ash. Raquel. Winning streak. Ash Stratton is now a feud. Wasn't Nikki feuding with somebody else? I don't know. Gigi Dolan is here, and she's excellent. Candice LeRae, Becky Lynch, Women's World Title. Becky retains, and it's great. Yeah, Natalya and Nikki ASH, but Natalya has a 1 promo skill for some reason. And then a Tornado Tag Team match in the opener where definitely the tag team champs are not going to get injured. Or in the main event, sorry. They do win the match. And Dominic, 3 weeks. And that's it. But it does grow to level 4, so too bad they can't blow it off because Dominic's injured. I guess they could. They could injury rehab him and then have him fight on 0 stamina. Zoe Stark and Bianca, not for the title, but for the rivalry.
That's it. Bring it.
Zoe picks up another win. It's great. Rikishi's butt calls out Cruz del Toro. Seth and Sheamus, Jinder and Ciampa, not a rivalry. I don't really know what Sheamus is supposed to be doing on the show anymore. Lita is okay. Another Tornado tag match. Wesley's back, and Cruz del Toro might get injured. Shane McMahon's here for some reason. All right, whatever. It's great, and nobody gets injured. Brute Force is a good force for charity. And then main event for the title, but ends in a disqualification. Roman Reigns and Jive Owens. Jive picks up a win, but does not get the title. Too bad. For me, I would have liked to see that. Tyler Bate and Shanky, sure, whatever.
That's 3. Bring it.
It's good. Kyle Slickman is good for charity. Katana Chance and Liv Morgan, good God, Liv.
1, 2. That's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Liv Morgan picks up a win. It's disappointing, but at least she doesn't get injured. Caden Carter is okay. Escobar and Mustafa, Santos and Ali. It's Cruiser, so it'll be fine. It's okay. Rhea calls out Katana, and it's excellent. And then Michin and Penelope Perfect in a Hell in a Cell for some reason.
1, 2. That's 3. Bring it.
Penelope Perfect. Big win in the main event. Main event, Penelope Perfect. Amazing booking for us, and then good booking for all the other shows, I believe. Yeah. All right. Rivalry complete here. Mansoor's stamina is still good. LA Knight's stamina is still good also, so that's great. That worked out really well. Despite, yeah, poor class matchups. This match was never going to be anything, but, you know, Orikawa is up to 82. It didn't actually help anybody because of a 1-star performance. So all they got was, like, the popularity boosts from just being on the card from the logistic. Shotzi gets a good boost. Everybody else just kind of fine. Good tag chemistry between Shotzi and Nikkita, though, so finally Shotzi finds a good partner. Does not grow the Lyons-Garrett feud, because of course it doesn't. And this rivalry grows. Their staminas are still good, so I can blow them off at the live event. And, yeah, just all-around good match. Carmella up to 98. And we don't need to look at anything else. Nikkita Lyons and... Oh, I'm reading the things. 125 rating score this week. Just below show quality. Probably less... variety on the show. 125 rating score. Lost 7,500 fans. Gained $119,000 dues. Mrs. Splash Brand says, Nikkita Lyons and Shotzi work really well as a tag team. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Extreme Warrior Ultra says, why did Cinnamon have to ruin a perfectly good match between Indy and Nikkita Lyons with a run-in? You suck. Well, I tried something. Thank you for watching. SmackDown Mayor 87, who's watching Raw, says, such a good way to close out the rivalry of Mansoor versus LA Knight. Mansoor proving he's the boss. Whoa, hey, I'm the boss. Stephanie McMahon's the boss. Nikkita Lyons might also be the boss. Not Mansoor. You're getting ahead of yourself there. Thank you for watching. Run-In City, Italy. Carmella gets revenge on Dana Brooke for that run-in the other week. She got what was coming to her. Thank you for watching. Run-In Sensation Universe says, unexpected ending to Shotzi versus Indy Hartwell. Doubt Shotzi wanted to win by DQ, though. Well, I don't know if that's what you doubt she wanted to win by DQ, which is why she didn't. So thank you for watching. Royal Circle in France says, did you guys see Cinnamon Garrett jump Nikkita? Totally uncalled for. People love the women's division on Raw. Thank you for watching. Massive Women KO knockout says, tonight's Raw was amazing. Thank you for watching. Unstoppable Phenom 87, thank you for returning, says, never seen Nikkita Lyons so dominant before. Is it just a lucky streak? She has almost exclusively won matches. So thank you for watching. Big Concerto 99 says, wait, why another match with John Cena versus Mick Stones? Didn't their rivalry end at the PLE? No, it didn't. It ended after the PLE. And Miss Messiah 99 says, can't believe I just lost money on Carmella breaking that losing streak. She was bound to. So thank you for watching. 111 rating score for SmackDown. Lost 16,000 fans. It's nearly 17. Gained $600. 113 for NXT. 15,000 fans. Lost nearly $8,000. And Matt Riddle and Cruz del Toro are a good tag team. 105 rating score for 2.0. Lost 4,000 fans. Lost $4,000. And yep. And here's the lay of the land heading into Extreme Rules in Los Angeles, which is what's happening right now. Oh, double the price of power cards? That's fine. I'm glad I extended those contracts then. Shotzi. Hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. I'd be interested in staying, and the cost would be $54K. You got it. I'll see to it. Looking forward to staying with Raw. Optimistic. Cinnamon Garrett. Hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. I'd be interested in staying, and the cost would be $118K. Sounds good. Looking forward to staying with Raw. She's happy. Good. But just had to grease the wheels. Due to high demand, power cards are going to be more expensive. I don't care. Mansoor says, thanks for the rematch against LA Knight. Yeah. Told you I'd get the win this time. Glad I joined Raw. It's going well at the moment. Okay. LA Knight says, hey, Stephanie, you've seen the work I've been putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. I'm ready to run a main event match, and I know the fans will be excited for it. This would mean a lot for me and my career. What do you say? Oh, God. I might have to tell a star no. You can't ask for a main event on the... I'm sorry. I can't do it this week. That's really disappointing. I feel like I've proved myself ready for the spotlight. I'm not going to be happy sitting around in the mid-card forever. I thought things were going well for me at Raw. Maybe not. And he's down dissatisfied. Sorry. I can't do it. Have at least one Iron Man match week for... just give up on that sentence. Yeah, sorry. I just don't have you. I wasn't even going to book you on the card. I don't have a spot for you. My main event is, in all honesty, the tag team rivalry. which I couldn't ever get to level 4, but yeah. I mean, Carmella Dana might even be a better match. Yeah, you've got no feud. There's no... Yeah. I could maybe have put you... No, because I'm not even... I guess I'm doing the U.S. title between Orikawa and Adore. So I could have maybe put you in that, but that wouldn't be the main event. Sorry. Morale check. Oh, unsurprisingly, it's LA Knight and Carmella still. So just the usual suspects here. And just as I'd been turning things around for LA Knight. Well, whatever. This sucks. That's a great card, but it's too expensive. Okay. Well, let's get things on the card. We're gonna do presumably the tag team match for the titles in the main event. So, first time Nikkita is not in the main event here. Title match. I might put some other gimmick on it, but that's fine for now. Here, Nikkita. I want to do another tag team. I want to do men's tag feud, Cena Mahan, Mansoor Styles. What else do we got here? Oh, these guys feud, and then here, Kawa and Adore. I need to get them done. And I'm going to fix the match again. I think we got, yeah, all title matches. That's pretty cool. Figure out the crew booking later. For sure, I'm going to have 2 stars with 70 popularity because that's just everybody. Let's see here. What do we want to build? Maybe I turn LA Knight heel. Just, he's upset. That would maybe give me some options here. California. I could potentially have him feud with Cena then. There. Call out. Who do I want on? Here. Okay. So I had 2 promos and 5 people. don't have any spots to put any of them. Because, yeah, all the women's matches are full and I'm not doing any run-ins. Yeah, all these are getting blown off this week. A lot of building to do ahead of WrestleMania. So, I think sub promo from Wendy, maybe a call out, Zion Valhalla or something. Start with charity promo here. Call out will happen here. And Wendy can happen whenever. It is unfortunate to not have Aaliyah, Shotzi, or Vicki on the card, but I just don't have a spot for them right now. I mean, a self promo from Ella would probably be better, because I do need to build her back up. Okay. What do I want to do? Main event. What do we got here? I still don't know what Heath's specialty is, huh? I need to do an Iron Man match, huh? I don't need to, but I can. Yeah. So we try something here, maybe. Falls count anywhere, perhaps. I feel like I don't book that very frequently. This one. Extreme Rules in the main event, perhaps. This will do. How are our staminas actually for this? They're decent, so maybe it's a tables match. Here, all their staminas are really good, so I can do a lot of special stuff here. Another Extreme Rules match. And this one is just going to be a normal match, because yeah. Why did the tag titles get taken off that? No. Let's see. I like having all the titles on the left side. They don't have to be, But just when I saw that all the other matches were that way, I kind of wanted to do it. Okay. Maybe I do this just in case. That seems like safer. In fact, this might even be the best way to do that. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, do I want to do a GM interference? I don't think I need to. Let's go ahead and... I only have one of these two extremes. That's unfortunate. So I may not use any cards this week. Any of the match cards. I don't think I need to. Where are my fixed match cards? Right here. Okay. Did I have a free arena booking or just a... I have just the one, so that's a bummer. Because the free arena booking would allow me to buy beginner's luck for at no risk. Just thinking of putting, like, yeah, just extras on every match. Pulse count anywhere is stamina cost extreme, quality boost maximum. Do I have a false count anywhere? I do. Okay, let's just make sure. I wasn't talking a lot. But I've got, now I think I can max out all my logistics. I was basically, okay, here's the ideas. Put the words into the recording. I wanted to max out my logistics, so I wanted to make all the normal matches into specialty matches. I also didn't want to, the mid-card matches, I was trying to figure out what to do with them. I'm concerned about stamina for this match, but I think Extreme Rules is still fine. If people have to rest next week, that's fine. Tables should be good for this match. It'll for sure be lesser than I think this one, just because of like popularities. I just think Extreme Rules in the main event, that'll be good. Because I had used fixed match on Nikkita, I can't make sure that Indy and JC retain, but they are much higher popularity. So I'm hoping that they still retain, because I'd like to do them versus Zaya and Vicki. So in fact, that might be better. And then, yeah, making sure to use that card in the Falls Count Anywhere will just make sure that that match is better, even though, honestly, the popularities are higher in the U.S. title than the world title, just because they've been at level 4 forever, so... I think the order of everything is good. The logistics are obviously all maximum. I think... How much is the crew booking? It's 60k, so I might use another free crew booking. And then, do I have the others? I just use free crew booking. Free arena booking, I only have one of, so I need to save it. Special effects booking, I only have one of. I don't need to save it. I only have one of. I'd like to buy this Beginner's Luck. Who, if I were to use it this week, Beginner's Luck would affect Cinnamon Garrett. I mean, I think she's going to get a big boost in this match anyway, for it being like a title match, for it being she's in with all, nearly max popularity stars. So I think I can lose out. Oh, I don't have an Iron Man match, huh? Iron Man is only a singles, right? Yeah, so the only match that could qualify for Iron Match is this one. Which I already used the Falls Count Anywhere card, so yeah, so that means I'm missing out on Veto Champ, but I don't care. 225k. I mean, I'll be making a lot of money from this show anyway, so I could afford it and use it. Do some quick math here. So 782, 762, 755. I get up to 200k. I'm gonna make like 300k. Using it. $81. This is another case where yeah, popularity went up more than 15. But yeah, that's just going to make that match just way better. Okay, I need to stop before it's too late. Okay. I think I'm good with these promos. Actually, I want to do one last check here. Wendy's at 93, so I may actually do charity. Not that I need the fans, I need the money more. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Not that I necessarily need the money either, but I'm doing good. Welcome, Los Angeles, to Extreme Rules, Monday Night Raw style. It is the road of 10 million fans. And the road of 10 million fans is not just LA, it's not just San Jose, it's not just Sioux City, it's not just Hartford, Connecticut. In fact, it is 12 other cities, including that, and then some others that we sometimes go to in other seasons. It's worldwide, and the falls count anywhere, much like they do in this match. Heath Manhattan has been saying he's a fighting champion, and he's going to defend his title anywhere. And Karrion Kross is going to show up anywhere and put in the work. And so they're going to have their match, and it's going to count anywhere. Falls count anywhere to start off the show. Really exciting match for the world title. Who will Heath retain? Will Karrion Kross? Karrion Kross gets the title back. So ends the rivalry. Kross defeats Manhattan in a 5-star match for the world title. Congratulations on getting the world title back again. Ella Rubao welcomes everybody to Los Angeles. She hopes that everybody enjoyed the Falls Count Anywhere match. Congratulates Karrion Kross. And she has been doing a lot of thinking, and she says, what I could do on the Raw executive leadership team, I could use that power to not just help. Obviously, it would be a good opportunity for me, but I can help everybody, not just those on the roster, not just the crew, but everybody in the arena as well. So she's taken kind of a page from Aaliyah's book, and everybody thinks that's excellent. They kind of want to see Ella back, in the, back in the main picture, and she thinks that the best way to do that is to challenge for the right to be on the executive leadership team. And there's one particular way that she's thinking of that she can make that happen. And people understand what she's talking about. They understand she's talking about Nikkita, but there's still more show to happen. So, excellent promo, despite my recanting of it. Matt Adore, your new United States champion. Rich Odikawa, his longtime rival. And Flint McStones, who has been rising the ranks. Flint McStones, PhD, sorry. McStones picked up a win over Cena and Orikawa last week, earning himself, a match here. And so, he will be in a triple threat TLC match. The United States title hanging and needs to be reached by a ladder. And so we'll see Adore, Odikawa, and McStones fighting for the United States title. And Flint McStones, your new United States champion. McStones defeats Orikawa and Adore in a 5-star match, ending Adore's short reign, but gaining the United States title. LA Knight is frustrated. He wanted to be in the main event, even though he had just suffered a loss to Mansoor. He was denied that by the GM, by the executive leadership team. He's not getting the respect he deserves. And here in Los Angeles, he's here to say, screw Los Angeles, screw Monday Night Raw, I'm getting mine. And so Defiant LA Knight is now a heel. I need to write that down. So that's over here. Heel. All right, in your mid-card match, Nikkita Lyons not in the main event this time. The tag team titles are being highlighted here at Extreme Rules. But this will be an Extreme Rules match. She wants to finally put all of this nonsense of people challenging her. Cinnamon Garrett got a one-off title shot. Carmella got a one-off title shot. Dana Brooke got a one-off title shot. Nikkita wants to be done with all of them. And so it's going to be an Extreme Rules match. Cinnamon Garrett obviously wants to get her hands on Nikkita. Carmella wants a title, also wants to be done with Dana. Dana, the crowd wants to see her get a title, but also wants to be done with Carmella. And people also want to see Wendy Chu, but she is not in this match. It's a Fatal 4-Way, Extreme Rules match. And what happens in this one is... let's see what happens. at various points, Dana Brooke, Carmella, and Cinnamon Garrett each get pins on each other, maybe even get pins on Nikkita. And at one point, let's say the underdog Cinnamon Garrett gets a lucky shot on Nikkita, goes to roll up Nikkita for the pin, and the referee counts 1, 2, and then stops. Cinnamon Garrett lets go of the pin. She's the crowd is going nuts. They're just like, what in the world is happening? Only for Nikkita to then roll up Cinnamon. 1, 2, 3, fast count. Nikkita Lyons retains in a 4.5-star match that ends both rivalries. Lyons defeats Garrett, Carmella, and Brooke in a 4.5-star match. We get the latest Wendy Chu production, where Wendy is, it's zooming in, we're not in the dreamscape yet. Wendy is just, sleeping in her, special, at this point, she has a special assigned locker room. And she is sleeping as she is wont to do. And the blanket, the comforter that she's got pulled over her is adorned with the Raw Women's title. And the dreamscape, fades in, and Wendy is seen. Let's see. She did put Aaliyah to sleep, so that grave is filled in. But then there's one, mausoleum that's being constructed, and it is, it reads, Raw Women's Division. And as Wendy is building this in her dream world, she turns, looks at the camera, fully awake, and says, "And new." And it's a prediction. People are saying Wendy is predicting herself as the next world champion. And people think it's an excellent, performance, as Wendy usually does. So, all right. This tag team feud has been going on forever, and is finally coming to a close. Everybody's healthy enough to compete. We've decided not to push them, and the crowd is also thankful for that. So they're just having a tables match. In fact, the crowd, even though this is Extreme Rules and people are thirsty for high octane violence and energy, the crowd is actually really appreciative that it's just like, oh, thank goodness it's only tables. And so Veer and Cena, the men of the people, a legend, and Mansoor and AJ Styles, and we're having a tag team title match. Mansoor and AJ regain the titles. They put it's over. It's over. It's a 5-star match somehow, even though the women's match wasn't for some reason. So that's weird. Probably performance. So Mansoor and Styles regain the titles. They defeat Cena. Maybe I should have waited to turn Cena instead of LA Knight. Defeat Cena and Mahan in a 5-star match for the men's tag titles. Vicki MacLeod, on behalf of her tag team partner Xia Li, Xia and Vicki have a win over the tag team champions. And so Vicki says, "Good luck, Indy Hartwell, JC Jane." That's all she says, and it's excellent. They know what's coming. So we'll see. Will they retain the titles? Because it would be a great opportunity for Vicki and Xia, since they are clearly the number one contenders. Your main event... Oh, and that did something to a feud. MacLeod calls Hartwell. Your main event. These teams have also been feuding forever. Indy Hartwell, JC Jane versus Carrie Rush and Valhalla in an Extreme Rules match. Turning back up the octane, even though these competitors have also kind of struggled with stamina a little bit. But the crowd wants to see something exciting to finish off the show. And so will we see? JC Jane has been, even though she's been on a losing streak, she has been one of the more consistent stars on the roster. Will she be able to retain when the titles are finally on the line? I hope they do. They do, thank goodness. JC and Indy retain the women's tag titles. So Jane, Hartwell finally break that losing streak. They prove that they still got it. And the number one contenders, Xia Li and Vicki MacLeod, are waiting in the wings to congratulate them. Defeat Rush and Valhalla in a 5-star match. So almost a perfect match. It was only the Nikkita Lyons match that was low for some reason. Triple threat for the world title. Elias, former champ, X-Pac, and Trick Williams. Let's go Elias. Trick Williams retains, actually. And it's amazing. Maya T. Kirk is good. She's got a promo skill of 5 now, so that's great. Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae are the tag team champions. No kidding, dull match. Strange. Gigi Dolan calls out Raquel Rodriguez, and it's amazing. John the Fish Herman versus Montez Ford for some reason. 2 faces, by the way. John Fisherman wins, and Montez Ford is injured for 4 weeks. Jerry Sweat is okay. Gets a little bit from it. Natalia and Brie Bella, sure, why not? Hire more legends, like your budget can afford it. Mediocre, no kidding. Chuck McWagon calls out Dominic Mysterio. So they're trying something. And Chester and Jey Uso for the Intercontinental title, because whoever Jey was feuding with before, Dexter Lumis, I imagine, probably quit the show. Chester, your new Intercontinental champion in a Falls Count Anywhere match. 4.5 stars, no one gets injured. Good job. Bianca Belair and Zoe Stark, no title on the line. Draw in an Iron Woman match. Rivalry complete, and Bianca injured for 4 weeks. Brute Force tries his best. Roman Reigns and Matt Riddle for the world title. Matt Riddle, your new champion. It's great. All right, whatever. Lita is okay. Steel cage match for the tag titles. Nakamura and Owens versus Mahal and Ciampa. No feud. Let's go. Oh, all right, whatever. But it starts a new rivalry. Omos is okay. Rollins and Sheamus, McMahon and Wesley. Wesley at 2 stamina, all but certain to get injured.
That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Sheamus and Rollins. Apparently they had a rivalry, and Wesley actually doesn't get injured. Cruz del Toro, Rikishi, Falls Count Anywhere match. Goodbye, Cruz del Toro. Rikishi's butt wins. And actually, 5-star match, and Cruz does not get injured. Thank goodness. Extreme Rules match. The Miz and Shanky for... somebody's actually booking an Extreme Rules match here at Extreme Rules for the North American title. Miz retains. It's good. Penelope Perfect calls out Michin. Penelope Perfect, the much larger star, I guess. Bailey and Katana Chance. That's not who's feuding.
That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Bailey wins, though. It's good. Rhea Ripley calls out Katana Chance rather than actually fighting her. Which, okay. Caden Carter and Michin. Michin might get injured here. Also, that's not who's feuding, but Michin wins. Yep, 5 weeks. That's all the way to WrestleMania. That sucks. Luke Gallows is your world champ, and they finally remembered to put him on the show. Tyler Bate and Mustafa Ali, they have a feud. And Mustafa Ali wins, and now they don't have a feud anymore. Kyle Slickman is, yeah, that's fair. And Strowman, Escobar, main event, steel cage match. Escobar picks up a win over the bigger man, and legendary 5-star match to end the show. So I believe it's going to be amazing booking from all the shows except for 2.0. Yeah. All my rivalries have completed. And I got this was a level 2. Okay. Let's see what happened. This had the card used on it. Both their staminas are in the garbage. So, that's fine, though. I'll be able to build stuff up and use, like, health spas. What was that? Just a 2-star performance. TLC, Matador's stamina is low. Richo Dikawa is slowly building up. 3-star performance. Somebody's good at TLC matches also, so that's good. Here we go. 4.5 stars. Class matchups is what did it here. Poor class matchups and not great performance. Only Cinnamon Garrett can compete next week. Here, we got everybody's staminas are actually fine. Somebody's also good at we knew AJ's good at tables matches. Yeah, so everybody's doing fine here. Main event, 4-star performance. JC and Indy will need to rest. Carrie and Valhalla are fine. Good tag chemistries, just a good all-around match. Yeah, Cross desperately needs a card. Yeah, I'm going to need to just rest a lot of people next week. Good thing I have a giant roster. Match card quality S, by the way. 161 rating score, 180,000 fans. Pretty good. 349, just shy of $350,000. So we're back over $1 million. Matador has a great feel for TLC matches. Raw should take advantage, says Giant Phenom Universe. Thank you for watching. Miss GM Party says, what a crazy ride. Almost sad to see the end of the feud between Hartwell and Jane and Valhalla and Rush. Indy showing she's the boss. Thank you for watching. It was a great feud. Top Road Street 98 says, Nikkita Lyons gets revenge on Cinnamon for that run-in the other week. She got what was coming to her. We got a Nikkita fan here. Thank you for watching. Unstoppable House Woo says, that may be the single greatest show I have ever seen. Just wait till WrestleMania. # Raw. Thank you for watching. Big Singer Says So says, tonight's Raw was so much better than last week. Of course. Thank you for watching. Director Big Boot Mega says, Heath Manhattan got robbed. No way that Karrion Kross should have won. Big Heath Manhattan fan. Me too. Thank you for watching. Indy Hartwell says, keep running your mouth while you can, Vicki MacLeod. It's going to be wired shut for a while after next week. Well, you're not going to be fighting next week. But thank you for participating. Hacksaw Libre Woo says, Vicki MacLeod called out Indy Hartwell tonight and it knocked it out of the park. It was awesome. Big Vicki MacLeod fan. Mrs. Disaster 86 says, Cinnamon and Dana Brooke both had chances to win that one, but Nikkita took it in the end. That is as I described. Thank you for watching. And AJ Styles says, hey John Cena, ha 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 ha. I don't think that's the feud I want to do, but it's an option. 107 rating score for SmackDown, 44,000 fans, $49,000, just shy of 50. Jey Uso is perfect for Falls Count Anywhere matches. Okay. 120 rating score for NXT, 99, just shy of 100,000 fans, $5,000. No notes. 105 rating score for 2.0, 96,000 fans, lost just over $1,000, and no visible notes. And NXT finally gets their 9th trophy, so that's something. And here's where we're at. Following a tremendous Extreme Rules live event. Next week, we will continue. We're going to go on to Birmingham, Alabama, on the road to WrestleMania, We're nearly at 10.5 million fans. WrestleMania is going to have a network special. It's going to have a special promotion. It's going to be a huge show. Can't wait for you to see it. So, all right, I'm going to record the shake-up in the emails for next week. But thank you very much for watching. I have been Bread Fiesta, and I hope your day is going exactly the way that you want it to.